The Dollar Tree already has Valentine's Day stuff out. I still have my Christmas tree up. Today is New Year's. I can't handle it. I'm having holiday fatigue. Enough with the holidays. But looking beyond all the Easter candy, all the Valentine's candy, it's the same candy. They just changed the color of the wrapper. Looking beyond that, the little Valentine's display in the Dollar Tree for the beauty stuff is actually pretty nice. So we've got a few of those things and some of their newest products for 2026. This is gonna be our year. You and me. I feel like we say that as a whole every year, but this is the year we're gonna do it. We're gonna save money. We're gonna eat better. Look, I'm even eating carrots. We're gonna save money. We're gonna quit doom scrolling. That's what I would like to do. I would really like to quit watching 600 Pound Life.
Really?
We're gonna quit doom scrolling. Quit wasting the brain cells we don't even have. I'm talking to me, not you. We're gonna throw some tea bags in there and try to have more fun. Slow down. But anyway, today we're doing the brand new items for Dollar Tree 2026. Beauty items. How do I know that these are new? I don't really know. I asked the employee, this is what she told me. So some of these you may have seen before. We'll start with their Valentine's Day themed things. For $1.25, you can get this. Or don't, remember, we're saving money. This is a bath sparkle box, bath salts. Remember that? That was a very Florida thing to do. This does feel very February 13th at 9:30 p.m. A little last minute. Oh, ooh, how relaxing. I don't think this would be good for the pH. Maybe for kids. Y'all getting your kids Valentine's Day gifts? We just do one of these. This is a light switch. You see this? See how it got real bright and then it's gonna get real dark? Happy Valentine's Day. I'm being pessimistic about holidays, I know, but hell, we didn't even celebrate Christmas this year. No exchanging gifts, and it was the best Christmas ever. We went to Florida and did things. We don't need little tchotchkes, your $20 from my $20. No, let's eat ice cream and watch the sunset beyond all the cell phone towers they just put up. All right, I'm rambling already. This is supposed to be about the Dollar Tree. If you want to be brave and do your bath salts, they had these UTI test strips, $1.25. This was in the don't panic but panic aisle, which the Dollar Tree is giving CVS vibes. It's giving, we know you can't afford insurance, so here you go. Happy to see little things like this. Also on the Valentine's display, they had these satin pillowcases, $1.25. All these things actually were $1.25. Ooh, look at Dollar Tree cosplaying luxury. It's full size, doesn't have a zipper, has one of these. Feel that, it's actually not bad. Feels kind of like a Barbie dress. These Dollar Tree ones are 100% polyester and they need to be hand washed. I would recommend using a pillowcase, satin, silk, something like this. I think this is great. Or wearing a bonnet. If you can, obviously silk. But silk pillowcases are very expensive. Oh my. What a steal, hell of a deal. You can get this one for $80, one pillowcase, and 9,000 people bought that. 9,000 people. I thought we were in a recession. I think it's worth picking up if you have a rougher pillowcase or even rougher towels, like this is not a good towel to use on your hair. It rubs the hair fibers and will create breakage, split ends. So you want something the hair will kind of slip around in, you know what I mean? This is an exfoliating cloth, stretches up to 2 feet. Let's just give it a little dip in our chemical water. I do love exfoliating pads like this because I get ingrown hairs. And doing this once or twice a week, just rubbing the skin off, really helps the ingrown hairs. This is nice. It is a little rough. This could take paint off a wall. Oops, are you okay, Brenda? It's got the handles here. You could do your back like a little car wash for humans. I love this, and it's a lot cheaper than the ones I'm using. I use the mitts, do this. They were from Walmart, and I believe they were $6. Now we're on to stuff that was just in the regular beauty aisle. This is a fashion brush. It is a dupe to this one. They look exactly the same. I can't remember the main brand. Tangle Teaser, right? The little gimmick is they're about the size of an avocado and you can do this. Fits perfectly around the hand and they help untangle your hair. So this is pretty much the same thing. Oof. Which I noticed they had a lot of new colors of my favorite brush, the Unbrushed dupe from Dollar Tree. This thing is great. I know I talk about it all the time, but just easy to clean for all hair textures, types. My hair is staticky, which is due to a lack of moisture in the air. I've got the heat dish on high today. I would prefer this brush over these. I personally don't like the shape. Please just put a handle on it. I don't want to hold it like this, like a cave woman. But they do a good job of untangling the hair. And if you look closely, the Dollar Tree one, pretty much the same as the name brand one. Hemp serum. Look at Dollar Tree being all trendy. This is a hemp themed lotion. Doesn't smell like anything, which I love that. It does have the cannabis sativa oil. according to Google, helps calm the skin and visibly reduce redness. So it's like that hemp's lotion, but this is more of a serum. An oily texture. Feels like Paul Mitchell Super Skinny, a thick oil, which would be a serum, not a lotion. Okay? So this is just hemp, not the CBD or the other stuff. You ever been to one of those stores? They're popping up everywhere here. They make everything. What do you need CBD hairspray for? And the employees there, they want you to sample everything. Drink the tea, eat the brownie, chew the gum. Ma'am, I have to drive home. I don't know how they can do that. It's kind of like when you go to the eye doctor and they dilate your eyes and then just shoo you out the door. Go ahead, get in a vehicle. I know your eyes are as big as a cartoon character and you can't see anything, but get in the most dangerous thing you can and drive home. Go ahead. So anyway, it's not like that, but this actually is nice. It doesn't leave an oily residue like you would think. Sometimes serums can be very oily. I like that. It is, oh, wait a second. This is supposed to be on your face. Oh, okay. I don't think I would put that on my face. You know what I've been using? What is it called? Aquaphor. Aquaphor on my face. Excuse me. I'm starting to lose my voice again. I've been sick for 2 weeks. It's getting better, but it just keeps going and going. And every time I think I'm on the up and up, slingshots backwards. You got a new symptom. And I went to my doctor, the real doctor, not the hoodoo doctor, and I got all these tests, COVID, flu, whatever. You're fine. I don't know. Anyway, one of the issues I'm having is I have a sore throat, so my voice doesn't last long. So we better speed this up and quit rambling. For my issues, I've never seen these before. Chill strips, you get 3. It's just a sticky gel, and you apply it, oh, that feels so good, on your head. Relief from fever discomfort. It doesn't say what's inside, but it feels how a menthol cigarette smells, if that makes sense. Very cooling, very relaxing. Oh, it's icy hot. It feels like icy hot. I like this. I'm going to be putting that on tonight. They had these in a lot of different colors. These are wet brush dupes. This one has a shower hook. I love that. And just like the wet brush, it has the bend and flex. Pretend this is very clean. Same type of bend and flex with the gaps or the vents. But the only reason I prefer this brush over these now, the wet brush and this Dollar Tree one has little pinhead caps, and dust, debris, oil, dirt gets trapped. With the unbrushed dupe, it doesn't have anything, so everything can be cleaned. You don't have to like clip that little lint or dust off. Oh, I like that. Does my hair look longer? I've been really working on it. And you know what's been helping the most is washing my hair every single day, shampooing my hair. I know everyone says don't do that, but honestly, that has helped the most. And being more aware of keeping my tools clean and using less products. I see some ladies come in the salon that use 30 products on their hair. 30 products? Ma'am, you could have bought a vehicle with that. Pick 2, get silly, pick 3. But you don't need to prime your hair, coat your hair, heat protect your hair, leave in this, leave in that, K18, air wash, air dry, spray, foam. How do you even know which one is going to work? Use less, clean your tools. I actually like this one better because it bends more than this one. And I love the shower hook. I'm gonna put this in my shower. This is an eyelash case to store your lashes. I don't wear lashes, but I thought this was really cool. See that? They had a ton of lashes at the Dollar Tree. These are 3D faux mink lashes. These certainly are a choice. Oh, it doesn't come with glue. These do not look like a beginner-friendly pair, but I think you just put them in here to store them, because you can re-wear these, right? Wash them really well. Then when you're ready to pop a lash on, what? People that wear lashes every day need to be studied. A clinical study, how you have that much dedication, patience. I love that. These would get on my nerves. What do you think? Very natural. And then when you're done, pop them back in their little home here. OPI is in its budget era. You get both of these little tiny ones for $1.25. I'm excited about this. One thing I want to work on is not using gel. My nails look terrible right now. They're grown out with gel, but I went on a deep dive a couple weeks ago about how terrible gel is for your hands, which makes sense because every time you put your hand under the light, it burns. But I like to use the clear pink on my nails. You can kind of see it grown out here, but it's just a clear with a little tint of pink. I'm gonna try to go back to using regular polish on myself. We'll see. Oh, that's pretty. There's the black one. It needs 2 coats, but it's a sparkly black. That's a really pretty. Also for the nails, they had these metallic pins to do nail art if you wanted to do little, oh, that's cool. Look at that. Little polka dots. Oh, wow. It's like Microsoft Paint for your nails. You could do gold tips. No, you couldn't. Oops, that just looks dirty. That looks like I have fake tan all over my nails. Just stick to the polka dots. Let's try to do that design with the silver. Tap it to get the paint out. Glue it on my thumb. It looks dirty because I wiped off the black. What? Oh, that's cool. Not quite like the picture. It's a little messy, but if you just stuck to doing the polka dots, it makes perfect dots. And this is a really pigmented color. I love that. Oh, you could do a silver tip. Would look better from far away. I'm not great at nail designs. Anytime I try to do it, it looks like... You ever have one of your kids tell you at 9 p.m. they have an art project due the next morning at 8 a.m.? So you're cutting, coloring, pasting, copying you, not the child, and you're in a manic state. That's what my nail art always looks like. It just looks like I had an art project due 30 minutes ago. But these are fun. If you're also gonna skip the gel like me or try to, let's do our own nails at home. I love that. I don't love it enough to keep it on. I need some practice. We were actually talking about that yesterday here at the salon. What indicators are of financial situations are changing. Prices are increasing, but wages aren't increasing. So how we can tell in this industry how things are changing. And the nail lady was saying either people stop coming in general, or they do manicures like mine, the clear pink, because you can't tell that it's grown out. So instead of getting the long claws with all the junk nails, the jewels, the tips, the strips, it's just something that will last 4 weeks versus 2. The biggest indicator for me doing hair is hair color. When people start to do hair color like mine, root smudges, natural hair colors, grown out hair colors, which that's what mine is. This is just my natural hair color. I'm trying to just grow it out. That's an indicator times are changing. We're not gonna be seeing y'all very much because it's a low maintenance hair color. It's not highlights that you're gonna come in every 4 to 6 weeks. This, you don't really need to maintain this, or you can ideally maintain this at home. And the hair industry always comes back around. So once things change, then it'll be back to bold colors, very loud hair, chunky highlights. Right now it's all about simplicity because simplicity is a lot cheaper to maintain, which can be seen as more elegant, more expensive, but it's not. I think people in general are just doing more things at home. We're gonna figure out these nails together though. We're gonna figure it out. They finally got these hair clips. The Dollar Tree has been great with all the hair accessories. My favorite brushes, my favorite rollers, the Velcro rollers are from the Dollar Tree. Everything's good except for the heatless curlers. Those aren't great, but I've been waiting for them to come out with these crease-free clips. They're just little clips you would pin back when you're doing your makeup that do not leave creases in your hair. Sometimes they do, so you can just take a neck strip or even a piece of tissue paper and put it on top like that. So this is actually a good find. And lastly, they had this banana clip by Conair. You open it like this and then do this. Could be a little neater, move this up, but for my hair texture, it's very fine. This will work, but if you have a lot of hair, not gonna happen. I actually like this. I'll wear it to the gym, and it's name brand. That wraps up some of our newest Dollar Tree items for 2026, or the start of 2026. Appreciate you being here for whatever these are. This roller coaster ride of whatever. Wanted to give you a little personal update. I told you, I don't know how many weeks ago, about my cancer appointment. I had time to get all my tests back. Everything is good. It's so good, in fact, that eventually I think I have 2 more appointments at the actual cancer center, and then I'll be able to go back to just a normal doctor, which is so exciting for me because if you've ever been in an actual cancer center, it can be very sad for obvious reasons. So I'm really looking forward to being able to transition back to going to just a normal doctor. That was really good news because it was really bothering me mentally. So I can finally take a deep breath once I start feeling better from whatever this is. So yeah, lots of good things coming. I don't know what's coming. I have no idea. I really don't. I'm just here, just existing, but we're gonna have a good year. Remember, we're saving money. We're caring less. Working less, can we do that? Let's try to do that if possible. Can we work less and slow down? Just relax. The world keeps going. It really doesn't matter, right? It just doesn't matter. And not to go back to this, but while I was sitting at the cancer center, you have a lot of time to think because you have so many appointments and they're all over the place. You get the tests, the labs, the exams, all these different things. And you have an opportunity to really examine people watching, if you will. It really gives you a moment to think. All of these people have something wrong with them, or have had something wrong with them, or are just finding out something life-altering is happening. When you're looking at all of these people, you do start to realize a lot of these things we worry about really don't matter. We have to slow down as a whole, and I'm talking to myself, and just enjoy being here. We don't have to understand what we're here for, why we're here, who cares? We're here, and it really just doesn't matter. Let's just exist and have fun, right? So yeah, I'm gonna work on that. Really not really not giving a damn. Which I'm already pretty good at, but I mean, we're gonna push it to the max. After all, we are just a little speck on a huge floating rock. Anyway, that's all I've got. I will see you next week.